Hello, my name is Lorenzo with Jordan River Group. Today is Tuesday, March 17, 2015. And today we're going to cover virtual distance leadership. What does it mean to organizations, businesses, and individuals? Organizations that elect to operate their business in virtual environments must be willing to have the fundamental change in their business philosophies. How does that business think? Why do they make certain decisions? Virtual distance is the final stage when organizations decide to go virtual. What is virtual? Virtual just pretty much means that I'm not presently there, but I can operate in a third dimension to where I can translate information from one segment of the earth to another segment of the earth, but still be productive. Virtual leadership must take place in order to prepare the cognitive framework of stakeholders. How does these stakeholders think? Got to be in alignment with the organization to where we make sure that what's being communicated in Japan for a global business is going to be the same message in Texas. Essentially, virtual distance requires an extreme level of trust that many leaders are not willing to allocate. Some of these contributing factors of leaders' lack of trust to team members are lack of self-confidence, lack of resources, and also lack of training. It is the responsibility of the leaders to ensure that these attributes are addressed when venturing into virtual distance leadership. According to Hawk, leaders set the pace of the team's environment to ensure effectiveness and efficiency. Leaders' role change in virtual leadership because their voice ability to inspire must increase because of their missing physical presence. So a lot of times when we go to work and we look down the hall and we see our boss and we know that he's the man because he got the cherry oak desk, he got the 1,500 square foot office, he got the secretary that reports to him. So a lot of times those physical appearances makes a leadership job much more easier. When we deal with virtual distance leadership, that's not there. So that view factor or that intimidation factor is gone. So it requires leaders to be much more in demand, much more controlling of their emotions, and have a direction that they're able to give to the team and be transparent. Organizations are moving towards a direction in which they are able to address internal and external needs in the fraction of time that it has taken years ago. Virtual distance leadership allows businesses, entities, with centralized structure to operate as if they was decentralized. This includes marketing, human resources, operations, and even finance. Leaders of all these business segments should be preparing themselves to engage in such environment. So, organizations right now are looking at how can I be more profitable, how can I expand my business by saving money. Financially, it costs more for me to have a location in Texas, me to have a location in Miami, and for me to have a location in Boston. However, I can still overcome that, and I can save on airplane ticket, and I can save on traveling time through virtual distance leadership. I can use different programs, not to name any to endorse any companies because I'm not getting profit on it, but I can use different programs and different software that opens up the world to where I can still have meetings and I can still be productive. This is huge in education as well. Online schools is now taking advantage of this virtual distance, and professors, which is typically leaders, is now taking advantage of the virtual distance leadership. So that's our topic for today. Please go to different websites to get more information on this, to figure out how does it impact you as an individual, and how can you take this and be more productive and be more effective at your work. Before I leave, I also want to provide you guys an opportunity to take advantage of my upcoming series called Making a Better You. And pretty much we're going to discuss how God view us, how God view his perspective, well, what is God's perspective on work, and what is God's perspective on the boss. So this series is going to cover different subjects on how can I be more profitable, how can I be more marketable in the workforce to where I can land myself a better job. or I can become an entrepreneur, but there's certain tools that's needed. So God bless you. Thank you again.